All right, so this gonna be a video. We just gonna talk about some stuff, bro. We can have a conversation in the comments below because I want to get y'all thoughts on this. So you make sure you hit that like button, subscribe. Shout out to all the new subscribers, bro. I'm at like 470. We're just growing little by little, and I'm enjoying it every day. But let's get into the topics though, because Phil Spencer, he's been in the news talking about acquisitions. They're not done. Xbox is still looking for teams. They're testing things out. That's why the deal that came with Crystal Dynamics and it was out of nowhere. People was like, why the fuck are Crystal Dynamics coming to help them make Perfect Dark? It's because Xbox is looking to buy Crystal Dynamics. The same thing is with IO Interactive because they're making a game for Xbox, and if that shit goes well and they're really good, they might add them to the squad. So Xbox is really trying to see what teams mesh well with their system they run in, and if it works, then they buy them. They're all right, you're mine now. And I mean, it doesn't sound like a bad idea, especially for like Xbox as a brand, as Microsoft as a company. Like they have plenty of money to spend on whoever they want, and it feels like, hey, we're still doing it. We're not gonna stop. We don't have to stop. We don't have to go out and get people because somebody else is gonna get them. They have a strategy to what they're doing, and it was kind of strange. Just like, oh, they testing teams out because everybody talk about how Sony tests teams out and they get teams. Now Microsoft is testing teams out. They're not just buying corporations no more, which is hella funny when Phil was saying that. And I'm like, okay, so now they actually trying to like test the talent to see if the talent is worth the hassle to put in. Because Matt Booty is flying around all around the fucking world every other fucking day, trying to look at all these studios, and studios are falling behind. And Matt Booty can't manage all of them. There's like 30 fucking teams. Like Matt Booty is one man. There's no way you could fly to 30 teams all the time to make sure they're all on track. So a couple of teams have definitely fell behind because of it. And he probably just need more help, but feels like I'm adding more teams. I'm adding more teams, which is like, I mean, it's gonna be a struggle for him, but like Game Pass is gonna flourish off of it. They're gonna profit a lot off of it in the long run. And this kind of the same news on Sony's side because everybody knows Sony just announced they're putting more games on PC. Then God of War got announced to be going to PC in January. They bought Nixxes, and Nixxes is porting things to PC all the time. That's what they're known for. So they're going to be porting a whole lot of more Sony games to PC in the future. And then Sony, like there's Sony fans all over the internet. They on YouTube. Y'all probably saw their videos where they're talking about PlayStation has more acquisitions to make. Like, who the hell was it, bro? It was one of the Sony fans and one of the big channels. They was like, there was a I don't know, article or something that came out that talked about Sony has $18 billion stashed away for more acquisitions, and I'm like what? 18 billion? I'm like, Sony's worth like what? Like they whole net worth is like what, like 50, 60 billion? Maybe? 18? Like you took a third of the worth of your company to go buy something? I don't think that's true. It's definitely not all for PlayStation, but that's the thing. The difference between Microsoft and Sony is that Microsoft throw money at things for Xbox because they just want Xbox to be better. But Sony throws money for PlayStation because they need PlayStation to be better. Like that's the difference between the two companies. Because if PlayStation failed, Sony would drop. Sony would shut down. They won't make money if PlayStation stop making money. So Sony has to keep making money. Because if PlayStation stop, Sony loses everything. Because Sony has movies, Sony has tech, but they don't make as much money as PlayStation does. See, Microsoft has Windows, they have the cloud, they have all kinds of crazy shit that they're doing over there with other companies and all of that. They got a Azure cloud server, which Sony is about to be helping them. I mean, they about to be helping Sony with that, so then Sony can get cloud gaming off the ground on their platform, which Sony's gonna be paying Microsoft for fucking cloud support. They making so much money, and then Xbox is there. Minecraft is making them billions. They're making quite a bit of money on Xbox as a platform. Not as much money as PlayStation is making Sony, but Microsoft don't need Xbox to make a whole lot of money. So when people be on the internet just watching Microsoft pockets, like, look, Game Pass only has 20 million subs, so it's failing. Like, it's doing great. 20 million people, that'd be $200 million a month if they all paying $10 a month, bro. That's a lot of fucking money, bro. They could just throw that at another fucking game and put that bitch in Game Pass. That is what they're doing with it. I don't know why they think Game Pass needs to be making billions for it to be successful. Microsoft is making billions off everything. Minecraft alone is making them billions. They don't care. They got money from so many other avenues that Xbox being mediocre doesn't affect them that much. Sony has to be top tier PlayStation has to be top tier for Sony all the time because they're their biggest money maker. If they stop making money on PlayStation, Sony dies. Nobody wants that. Microsoft doesn't want that. Microsoft wants Sony to keep doing good, so it gives them a reason to keep doing good. And then Nintendo's over there just doing good. Like, Nintendo's a super giant in itself, but like, Microsoft just has the dispensable outcome to try to build something great with Xbox when Sony has something great that they're steady building greater. Which is good. But 18 billion is kind of a lie, especially for Sony Interactive Entertainment. Like, I don't think they got 18 billion up for anything. I don't even think they got fucking 7. There's no way they're paying above 20% of anybody to buy anybody. So I don't expect them to buy another big corporation like Microsoft did with Bethesda. They're not going out like that. I don't know. They're definitely not going out like that. And I mean, if Jim Ryan really put that money in the air for PlayStation alone, like, he's a fucking savage. He's doing everything different from everybody else anyway. So like, if he really did, like, he's running Sony, fuck it, PlayStation's making y'all all the money anyway, give them the money to go do some crazy shit. That would be fucking massive, bro. But if it doesn't pay off, because like, in the long run, like, people were talking about how Microsoft probably lost a lot of money starting Game Pass. At least they started Game Pass when they were already losing. So it didn't affect them much. They were already losing so much money anyway. Console for console. They were losing 2-1 in a console generation. They weren't making games themselves at the time. They were buying third party. And they first party wasn't hitting big. And they were missing dates. And it was crazy for the Xbox One generation. Microsoft lost a whole lot of money. But then the next generation started. And Game Pass is picked up for so many people. And it's just making them so much money back that they're like, all right, the whole L was worth it because now they're getting W's every month. And M's to match. Like, so this acquisition talk is crazy, bro. But I mean, if they bought IO Interactive, the people that makes Hitman, like, Xbox is scouting them. I didn't even know Xbox was scouting them at first until I read the article earlier. And I'm like, oh, because, yeah, they have a couple partnerships. I think there's another partnership with Contraband. I forget what studio is making Contraband again. But there's another studio making Contraband. And I think they're one of the scouts as well. So Microsoft got teams working for them right now. And they like, oh, I mean, if these things pan out and they go well, there might be a snatch for them. But it could be another Platinum Game situation. Scalebound. Y'all know how that went. Everybody know how that went. But that's why they're doing these tests again, bro. They just want to get they reach out there because nobody really fucks with Microsoft because of all the things they heard and all the things that did happen. And I mean, rightfully so. See, you gotta fix your reputation sometimes, and Microsoft been really trying to do that with this generation. Phil and Satya and them has really been working. And I know Jim is over there. He's throwing games on PC. He's trying to get their revenue up. He's trying to make that money because PlayStation makes the most money for Sony. So they had to keep going. Bigger and better every time. But, I mean, let me know what y'all think down below about acquisition season, bro. Because it's kind of wild. It's kind of wild. And both parties are out here really, really on her. I know Sony has picked some strategic, things like Bluepoint. Everybody knew that. They leaked it on accident. Like, everybody knew Bluepoint was coming. Nix's, us on the Xbox side saw Nix's coming. For sure. Everybody saw Nix's coming on the Xbox side because Sony needed to make more money, and PC is going to be a big market for them. I'm even buying God of War when it comes out. Like, so it's a big market for them over there. They needed somebody who can put the games there because Sony don't let their teams work on PC. So say teams work on PlayStation shit, and they can have Nixus partnering with teams working on the PC versions, so they can do day and date sometimes. Who knows? Like, we don't know. But then, second party team, third party teams, they probably know how to work on PC. They probably work on PC first and then work on PlayStation second and then release them day and date. But first party for Sony, that's not something that I don't think happened for a while. Unless like they catch up with all the games that they want, the greatest hits list for PlayStation 4. Once all of those games reach PlayStation 5, I mean PC, then I'm pretty sure they're gonna go get day and date with the rest of them. Cause like Godfall went day and date, I think. Kenna went day and date, but I think that's going to Xbox too. Um, I mean Deathloop went day and date, but that's an Xbox thing, so I guess that doesn't count. I don't know what first PlayStation game would go day and date. That'd be kind of strange. But when The Last of Us hits PC, Sony's all in. Cause yeah, they put God of War, but when The Last of Us, when that shit hits PC, that's gonna change everything. PlayStation fans, they gotta buckle up because God of War had them pissed. But when The Last of Us hit it, they're gonna feel something. And I mean, The Last of Us is not even a good game, not to me anyway. Personal preference. I'm not a fan of that story at all, at all. Like not at all. It's kind of creepy to me. But that's just one man's opinion on the internet. But yeah, let me know what you think down below. Acquisition season is still on its way. It's still pushing forward. I'm finna go play more Divinity because that shit is so good. I need to stream it for the channel. I need to just stream Divinity for the channel. Let y'all see what I'm doing. Cause the game go crazy. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this. So make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, hit the bell. Cause I forget to tell people hit the bell. Most of the people don't even know when I upload. Then they come watch the videos a couple of days later. And I'm like, you should have hit the bell, bro. Notification. Notification gang. But yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video.